Happy Thursday, Rutgers. I'm Cassandra Sheese.
And I'm Jake Oshrove. We've got a great show lined up for you. It is October 11th, 2018.
Weather watcher Robert Bennett will give you the regional and big picture forecasts for the day.
Manuel Paula Silva will paint the town scarlet with a blast from the past at last year's Are You Muddy?
Jake will be interviewing Mark Beal, the author of Decoding Gen Z.
We've got tons to get to. Let's wake up, Rutgers.
Hello and welcome, Rutgers. It's great to be here on this rainy Thursday morning.
We're here to wake you up Thursday morning this semester with all the exciting news, events, and weather. Well, we're getting into that time of the year again. We're getting into midterms, and talking about midterms, it's getting up to the midterm election. You got to make sure that you're registered to vote. The last day to register is on Tuesday. I sure hope that you're registered.
No, yeah, I am. What's definitely interesting is I'm from Pennsylvania, so I'm out of state. So to vote, I actually have to send in a ballot. But what I usually do is I fill it out here, and then I send it to my parents, and they take it in for me. But yeah, I don't have anywhere to go in New Jersey that I could vote because it's not my state. But what about you? Are you registered?
Yeah, first thing that I did was when I got my driver's license, I signed up immediately. I made sure that I vote in every primary because it's so important to vote and be involved in it's important to do your civic duty and have a say in what politics happen, especially at home.
Well, yeah, it's definitely important. I mean, it's our country at the end of the day, so you definitely want to get out and show your pride and what you support and what you believe in. But what about you, Robert? Are you registered to vote?
Yeah, I'm registered to vote. Similar thing. If I want to vote, I'd have to send in a ballot because I'm from Camden County, so I can't really vote around in this immediate area. But yeah, definitely, I think it's really good people should get out and vote who they think best represents them and their beliefs. So it's definitely, like you guys said, our civic duty to do that, and it's really good to get your voice heard. Back to you.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. And when midterm elections rolls around, it also rolls with midterms. So I know we talked about that last time. We're kind of in the groove of exams are now passing, but during this time, it's really good to take a pause and kind of distract yourself from your homework. So I know we have so many exciting speakers that come to Rutgers. Have you ever seen anyone speak?
Yeah, just a couple weeks ago, I saw stand-up comedian Hassan Minhaj. He was hilarious. He's a guy that worked on The Daily Show. And he just left to get his own nightly show. But the way he does stand-up comedy is that he ties it in with the news. He's his own personal stories along with the news. He's got graphics and stats in a way that everyone enjoys it. It was really we were in the College Ave gym, which I didn't think was a great atmosphere for comedy, but it actually ended up being a great venue because the place was completely filled with students, and we all had a great night.
Well, no, that's great. I saw Tiffany Haddish last year, who's also a comedian as well. She talked a lot more about her journey of where she's come to today and how she's gotten there. But she was in the College Ave Student Center up in that big room, so it's definitely probably different than the gym atmosphere, but they're both hysterical. It takes your mind off of school for a second and gives you a laugh. I mean, you can get that on a television show, but we don't have so much time to watch TV when we're in classes, so it's definitely fun to take that break.
And they just announced the fall concerts coming up. I'm so sad that I can't go. I'm actually away that weekend, but it looks like a great time. I've gone to the last 2 fall concerts, and I gotta say, it's the highlight of my fall semester.
Oh yeah, they're definitely so fun. And I think seeing these speakers, we just had a mental health speaker come, and yesterday was Mental Health Awareness Day, so it's definitely great that we're staying prevalent to what's going on in our society.
Yeah, we got a great show lined up for you today, but before we get to all that, let's see how much you know.
Speaking of registered voters, do you know where students can drop off their voter registration forms on campus? You'll find out the answer right after this.
Hey, do you want to go get lunch?
Sure, can you swipe me in though?
I guess, but you don't have any more meal swipes?
No, unfortunately I ran out.
Well, what are you going to do for food?
Right now I'm buying, but once my cash starts going down, I gotta look for other solutions.
Oh, well, I have the perfect solution.
The Rutgers Food Pantry falls under the Off-Campus Living and Community Partnerships Office and is located at 39 Union Street on the College Avenue campus and is open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. When you walk into the office, just tell the receptionist at the front that you are there to utilize the pantry. They will then assist you in figuring out what to take and how much to take based on your personalized needs. For more information, visit www.foodpantry.rutgers.edu.
You can go to their Facebook page and like it for food pantry updates, or you can go to their website at foodpantry.rutgers.edu.
That's awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Before the break, we asked, do you know where students can drop off their voter registration forms on campus? Now it's time to find out the answer.
Students can drop off their registration forms at the Livingston Student Center, College Avenue Student Center, and the Bush Student Center. Also at the Eagleton Institute of Politics located on Cook Douglas. And that's so important that Rutgers offers an opportunity for every student on every campus to drop off their voter registration form, because the number one thing why people don't vote is because they don't have a way to get there. Rutgers negates that option with an opportunity on every campus.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. I mean, personally, I know myself, I probably wouldn't travel if it was on another campus to drop it off. I mean, that does take up time just to drop off a form, and if I didn't have classes there, it creates a struggle. So the fact that there is a place on every campus, there's no excuse why students shouldn't go and register.
No, there's absolutely not. Now I'm probably going home to vote, but even if I wasn't, having it right on campus it really gives you no reason not to vote.
Yeah, well, I know you live right in Rutgers' backyard, and I'll be sending in my ballot, but let's head on over to our registered voter, Robert Bennett, with the weather.
Thank you, Jake and Cass. Weather Watcher Robert Bennett here, bringing you this morning's forecast on this episode of Wake Up Rutgers. Currently, walking out the door right now, it's about 74 degrees with overcast and muggy conditions. Dew points are at 71, humidity is up at 92%. That's not going to change all that much throughout the day. What's going to change a little bit is the winds as Tropical Storm Michael actually continues to work its way to the northeast and into our area. Winds are southeast, though, right now at 3 miles per hour. Also walking out the door, especially people in southern New Jersey, we're waking up to pretty heavy rainfall. This is going to continue moving to the northeast across the state throughout the day, so we can expect periods of very heavy rainfall at times, possibly even some flooding in localized areas, and that's why we have a flash flood watch in effect for much of the state of New Jersey. I'll be giving you a brief update on Tropical Storm Michael, and then what that means for the pattern change that is expected in the next 5 to 10 days. Looking at Michael now, it's a 50 mile per hour storm. Pressure's at 983 millibars. It's moving to the northeast around 21 miles an hour. It's currently located over central South Carolina. And what does this mean, never before seen? Well, it means that it's the first time ever that a Category 4 hurricane has ever made landfall on the panhandle of Florida. And the pictures have rolled in, videos have rolled in of complete devastation in some locations. And unfortunately, we do have some deaths to report. 2 of them, a man in Florida and a child in Georgia, unfortunately. Where is it at right now? Once again, it's in central South Carolina. It will continue to move to the northeast as we progress throughout the day and into tonight. And then, so that leads to today. Remnants of Michael, possibly heavy rain, and some localized flash flooding will be possible as we continue to get periods of heavy rain. Streams and poor drainage areas could definitely see some flooding. Winds about 5 to 10 miles an hour with gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. Tonight, similar story. Remnants of Michael with heavy rain and some flash flooding possible, with winds northwest at 5 miles per hour. In a little bit, I'll be giving you the regional look for the rest of the area. Back to you guys.
Oh my gosh, humidity of 92%, that is brutal. And it's supposed to be 80, so you know it's just gonna be hot, rainy, and humid. That is not the combination I like.
Well, it could always be worse. Our hearts go out to everyone down in the Carolinas and in Florida that's being affected by this, Georgia as well. You got to stay safe and do what's necessary. But as far as here goes, I mean, it's mid-October in New Jersey. I asked for spooky season, not sweaty season. Oh,
Jake. But no, I know my hair, looks pretty spooky out on those streets with my hair frizzing up to this humidity. So you'll get spooky season from me, Jake. But we have so much to get to and exciting news and events coming up right after this.
As a commuter, it's hard to make connections outside of class.
Tell me about it.
Did you know that there's a place for commuters to meet up between classes?
No, I didn't.
That's right. The Rutgers Commuter Student Organization's primary goal is to serve commuter needs and interests while building a bigger commuter community on campus. Located in the Bush Student Center, the RCSA Commuter Lounge has many appliances that help make commuter lives easier, such as a microwave, a refrigerator, computers, and even a TV. The RCSA also holds events. It's the perfect place to relax, do homework, and make some friends. Don't have classes on Bush? Don't worry. There is a new commuter lounge in the Douglas Student Center as well. The commuter lounges are open every Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Fridays. For more information, visit rcsa.rutgers.edu.
Well, Rutgers, welcome back. So much is going on our campus. There's always new news stories. There's always events happening. We talked about some of our speakers who have been here, so I think it's time to jump right in and talk about what's going on. Mason Gross student and Eagleton Fellow Valerie Sutter creates portraits of more than 75 women who have run for president in her latest project. Valerie intersects art and politics in a series of painted portraits and said, "When I began researching the history of these women, it was jarring to realize how many have run, over 75, and how little known most of them are." The idea came to Sutter in the months leading up to the 2016 election when she combed through articles, newspapers, and reports of women in politics. The research process, although painful, helped her realize how often women were excluded from office. She hopes to exhibit her completed series in 2020 to mark the centennial of the passage of the 19th Amendment, which granted women the right to vote. Not only is she involved in art, but she has also made an impact in the Rutgers University Eagleton Fellowship Program in Politics and Government, making her the second Mason Gross student and the first from the Department of Art and Design to receive this honor. Well, Jake, I think that's super exciting. We have so many women who are involved in politics and they're not recognized. So the fact that she is doing so much just focused on this one topic is great, and it's highlighting these women.
Yeah, obviously, we know that women haven't been able to vote within the last 100 years, and we've made strides since then. And women in office are going up, and there are a historic number of women running in the midterm elections. And it's great to see that women are getting empowered and standing up for what they believe in.
I can't wait to see where her exhibit goes to in 2020. She has 2 more years, and it's going to be really beautiful, I bet, at the end of it all.
Absolutely. The Rutgers region has seen an economic rebirth thanks in part to major healthcare initiatives, plans for an innovation hub in New Brunswick, and a partnership with the city to build the New Brunswick Performing Arts Center. President Robert Barchi said at the 2018 Middlesex County Business Summit, "We know about the amazing renaissance that happened in this city beginning in the 1970s, thanks to the city's leaders in partnership with Rutgers University and Johnson & Johnson. I'm here to tell you that there is another rebirth in the city of New Brunswick and Middlesex County too. The new rebirth began 6 years ago with the integration of most units of the former University of Medicine and Dentistry of New Jersey into Rutgers University to create Rutgers Biomedical and Health Sciences. Highlights from Barchi's speech included plans to create Rutgers Health, partnership with RWJ Barnabas Health to create premier academic health system, a partnership between Rutgers Mason Gross School of the Arts, the New Brunswick Development Corporation, and the New Brunswick Culture Center to build the New Brunswick Performing Arts Center, which is expected to be completed in 2019. Now, obviously, Cass, New Brunswick is a place that we've been able to call home for at least the last 2 years. New Brunswick was really my home forever, so to see that it's moving in towards the future is really great to see.
I love how involved Barchi is too, giving all these speeches, kind of updating everyone on the progress we've made, and the Performing Arts Center is definitely something really special. I think Mason Gross, because it's in more off campus down George Street, is sometimes not as focused on, and you kind of forget about it. So this big, beautiful center will really bring attention to it.
Well, Rutgers has the biggest impact on the city of New Brunswick because we fill in 40,000 extra people every year. So, we see the impact that Rutgers needs to have on the city, and Barchi stepping up and making these adjustments is great.
No, and I think it's great that Barchi's involved, but what's also great is for students to get involved. And there's no better way to get involved than to start your fall with pumpkin picking and puppies. The Seeing Eye Puppy Club will be organizing a trip to the Snyder's Farm Fall Festival this Saturday, October 13th. There will be a hayride, corn maze, and so much more. Admission is free as long as you arrive with the group. But if you would like to buy food or pumpkins, it is advised that you bring money along with you. Not only is it a great trip for you and your friends, but it's also a chance for the puppies to learn to not be distracted in new or foreign environments. Well, Jake, it sounds like it's going to be a fun time. I talked about going pumpkin picking last time, and I still have yet to go, so why not go with dogs? I mean, that is so fun.
Obviously, it sounds like a great event. You know, it's peak fall weather, although it's not really feeling like fall weather out right now, but then you put in with dogs, obviously, yeah.
I know, and I think it's great for students to then be distracted and have this event that they can go and take their mind off of classes and pumpkin pick, but also play with dogs. But it's also great for the dogs, which is the whole point of this club. It's to get dogs out in environments that they're not comfortable with and be able to interact and feel comfortable. So I think it's great for both students and the puppies.
Yeah, and it sounds like the start of a great weekend, because you do that on Sunday, and then on Saturday, and then this Sunday, October 14th, Rupa is having an event with the Jets where they are offering $55 tickets to the game this Sunday against the Indianapolis Colts. The tickets will include transportation to and from the stadium. Students are able to purchase 2 tickets for themselves and a guest. Hope to see you there. Check-in begins at the College Ave Student Center at 10:30 a.m. on Sunday morning. To purchase tickets, visit getinvolved.tix.com. Now, obviously, I'm a big Jets fan, big football fan, and for Rupa to offer a partnership with the Jets for a game it's too good to pass up.
No, I think it's so fun. I've been to an NFL game, but not for a while, so it's definitely a fun event. I mean, I don't know if I'd go see your Jets, Jake. They're not the hottest team out on there.
We're 2-3. We're doing all right.
But I would definitely take advantage of the price. It's a great deal, and to go with friends and to go and bring guests that don't go to Rutgers is definitely special. You can bring parents, anything, so that's great. But there are so many events happening at Rutgers. For instance, tomorrow is the Are You Muddy Run. I don't know about you, but I took part in it freshman year, and it's super exciting. It will take place tomorrow from 2 to 5 at the Ecological Preserve on Livingston campus. So we're going to check out Manny's Paint the Town Scarlet. So he'll be able to show you last year's event, and you can take a glimpse as to what it looks like. So here it is.
What are you guys looking forward to for Are You Muddy?
Getting dirty. Slipping and sliding in the mud.
And are you guys ready to get muddy?
Yes, absolutely.
What was your favorite part about Are You Muddy?
Definitely the last mud pit.
Yeah. The last mud pit for sure.
The last mud pit.
How muddy are you guys?
Super muddy.
Really, really muddy.
They're working hard all year long and they have a lot of academics going on, so this is something that can relax them. It's also a very good community builder. They get to come out here with their friends, they get to run as a team, and it just actually brings people together.
The Rutgers Library.
So much fun. I actually went freshman year, like I said, and I wasn't really a fan of the idea of being coated in mud, and at the end they put piles of mud on you as you're crawling through a mud pile. I was like, this is so not for me, but it actually was probably one of the highlights of my freshman year. I washed off afterwards, but I don't like how hard the mud gets on your body or anything, but have you ever done the mud run?
I haven't, no. Mud is far away from me as possible. It's definitely a niche, but the people that are within that niche, I have friends that have done Are You Muddy, and for them, they tell me every year that it's the highlight of their fall semester.
Yeah, I was personally never someone who would jump in a bucket of mud or pool of mud more so, but it was definitely fun, and I think I would do it again probably my senior year or even tomorrow. I have the opportunity to go out. And so we have so much more to get to, especially an exciting interview coming up right after this.
The Rutgers libraries have some of the biggest resources this university has to offer. There are 9 libraries located throughout all campuses with convenient hours to fit any student schedule.
The Alexander Library on College Ave campus is open 24 hours, but before 8 a.m. and after 10 p.m., a valid Rutgers ID is required. The Art Library, located on College Ave behind Scott Hall, is open from 8:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. The Carr Library on Livingston campus is open 24 hours, but before 8 a.m. and after 10 p.m., a valid Rutgers ID is required. The Chang Library on the Douglas campus is open from 8:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. The Mabel Smith Douglas Library on the Douglas campus is open 24 hours, but before 8 a.m. and after 10 p.m., a valid Rutgers ID is required. The Library of Science and Medicine on Bush campus is open 24 hours, but before 8 a.m. and after 10 p.m., a valid Rutgers ID is required. The Math and Physics Library inside of the Hill Center on Bush campus is open from 8:30 a.m. to 10 p.m.
There's plenty of space for everyone at the library, so come inside.
with Mark Beal, Rutgers professor and author of Decoding Gen Z, 101 Lessons Generation Z will teach corporate America, marketers, and media. Thank you for joining me.
Hey, I can't think of a better way to start the day than Wake Up Rutgers. Thank you.
You sound like you were telling me before you have a packed day, so.
Early day, we started here in campus, a little swim, a little lift, and now we're here, but this is the best part of the day.
Obviously, it's got to be the highlight. So, to get started, who is categorized as Gen Z?
Yeah, so when I wrote the book, Gen Z, and if you look around, everyone will give you a slightly different year, but Gen Z born starting in 1995 through about 2010, 2011. So your oldest members of Gen Z just graduated college in May. Youngest member of Gen Z are in first, second grade. So you've got a span there that's elementary school, middle school, high school, college, and just graduated. So interesting group of folks who are coming out now, who are going into the workforce, going to high school, going into college.
Well, it definitely means that I'm part of one of the first Gen Zers, born in '98. What did you find most interesting while conducting your research?
There was lots. There was lots. Just some things off the top of my head. You know, one, Facebook has no future with Gen Z. Every Gen Zer I talk to, Gen Zers for my grandparents, my parents, so no future. That's lesson number 3. 2, you know this well, Gen Z has their own language, and we all need to learn it. You know, spill the tea, low key, high key, you know, all those. I include an entire glossary in the book because every time I interviewed a Gen Zer, they gave me these terms. I had no idea what they were talking about. So if I don't know what they're talking about, employers, corporate America, marketers need to learn what the Gen Z language is.
Absolutely. I know that you did a lot of research, really clearly you did a lot of research. How long did it take for you to do that and then write the book?
Well, you know, the challenging part on this one was first I went off and did a lot of research, what surveys, what studies had been done about Gen Zers. So I went out and read all those surveys, all those studies. What were the insights? What were the learnings? Then I went about and kind of crisscrossed America and spoke to 60 or so Gen Zers, aged 13 to 23, from high school freshmen to college graduates, from Connecticut to California. In-depth, one-on-one interviews for an hour, face-to-face and by phone, and then took all that research, all those insights, and tried to figure out what does it all mean and what lessons can Gen Z share with, again, future employers, corporate America, marketers, advertisers, and media.
So you're a professor as well. With all these now Gen Zers, did you find it hard to tackle both being a professor and conducting your research?
It was probably the best case scenario because every week I'm collaborating with 125 to 130 Gen Zers. They teach me the trends. They teach me the language. They teach me what they want to have in their next internship, their next job, how they want to be marketed to. I'm getting this in real time every day in class. So it's the best situation I could possibly have, and it's what inspired, you know, writing the book, Decoding Gen Z. It was these students who taught me all this that really needs to be shared again with the rest of America.
Well, that being said, what is the best piece of advice that your book offers from a Gen Zer?
I'd probably go to the last lesson, 101. Gen Z will change the world. Gen Z will challenge the status quo. They will change the world. They will change the rules. Employers be ready. Marketers be ready. This generation is going to change the world.
All right, so just finish it up. Where can students buy and find out more about your book?
The book, Decoding Gen Z, is available on Amazon. Go to Amazon, pick it up. Students can buy it. They probably know most of it. But again, employers, corporate America, marketers, that's who needs to get the book.
Well, Mark, thank you for
coming
in, speaking to me, telling me about Decoding Gen Z. Sounds like a great read. We'll be back after this.
Hey, do you want to go get lunch?
Sure, can you swipe me in though?
I guess, but you don't have any more meal swipes?
No, unfortunately I ran out.
Well, what are you going to do for food?
Right now I'm buying, but once my cash starts going down, I gotta look for other solutions.
Oh well, I have the perfect solution. Rutgers has a food pantry here on campus.
The Rutgers Food Pantry falls under the Off-Campus Living and Community Partnerships Office and is located at 39 Union Street on the College Avenue campus and is open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. When you walk into the office, just tell the receptionist at the front that you are there to utilize the pantry. They will then assist you in figuring out what to take and how much to take based on your personalized needs. For more information, visit www.foodpantry.rutgers.edu.
You can go to their Facebook page and like it for food pantry updates, or you can go to their website at foodpantry.rutgers.edu.
That's awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, Jake, that was a super exciting interview, and it sounds like a great book. I definitely want to read it, but something else super exciting is the weather. So let's head over to Robert.
And looking at the regional now, pretty much the same story for many cities across the Northeast. Showers and heavy thunderstorms are expected as we do have a cold front that will be sweeping on through, along with that enhanced moisture from Tropical Storm Michael. In Philadelphia, 79 degrees, 73 in Scranton, 73 in Albany, 75 up in Syracuse. A little less likely of heavy rain in Pittsburgh, as that cold front will already have slid on through that portion of Pennsylvania. And overnight tonight, once again, Philadelphia, we have Tropical Storm Michael that will be sliding off the Delaware and South Jersey coast. Philadelphia will be at 59 degrees. We pretty much hold on to heavy rain for Philadelphia, New York, and up in Boston, especially along the coast, where it might take a little bit longer than the interior portions of the Northeast to dry out. Now, onto your 5-day forecast. Once again, warm and muggy today, 80 degrees with a temperature, with a temperature of 80 degrees with showers and heavy thunderstorms likely. It's going to get down to 59 tonight. Friday, 65 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. Mostly sunny skies. 65 with a low of 46, so much cooler. This is what the pattern change does look like. Temperatures will be much cooler, mid-60s, even upper 50s on Saturday, with a chance of showers on Saturday and Monday. Temperatures coming in at 61 and 65 respectively. And look at that nice low temperature on Saturday evening at 43 degrees. We're definitely getting into the more fall and eventually winter months. But you can catch us at RUTV channel 24/1 every 15 minutes if you want to get continued updates on the weather. Follow us on our Facebook page at RU Weather Watcher. Follow us on Twitter at RUTVWW using that hashtag RUWeatherWatcher, and always subscribe to our YouTube channel at RUTV Weather Watcher. And back to you guys.
Well, that's kind of odd. I know we're at a high of 80 today, and then we have 60s coming up, so that's a big shift.
Well, it's going to rain today, and it's just not going to get back up afterwards. So I'm glad that we're finally getting into fall weather, though.
So start bringing out those sweaters, but we'll be back, Rutgers, right after this.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I can run today. I'm really busy, and wait, what? You're running there? I did not know this. I didn't even know that was a place.
Do you know all the places on campus where you can work out and exercise? Well, we do, and we want to share that with you. Werblin Recreation Center is located on Bush campus on the corner of Frelinghuysen and Bartholomew Road. Werblin has everything from badminton courts to an Olympic-sized swimming pool. The Livingston Recreation Center is located on Road 3 off of Joyce Kilmer Avenue. This center has a full weight room, hosts many different classes, and even has a spa located right inside to help you relax after a tough workout or maybe just a tough exam. The Cook Douglas Recreation Center is located on Beale Road, across from the Cook Student Center. This recreation building comes equipped with a fun fitness center, pool, and racquetball courts for those of you who like sports with a little danger. The College Avenue Gym is located directly on College Avenue, right next to the Student Center. This location has multiple gyms and basketball courts, power and conditioning rooms, and is the only location with a rock wall. The Rutgers Fitness Center is located on Easton Avenue on the College Avenue campus. This is the only location that is just a fitness center, so this might be the place for people looking to just work with weights and machines. Rutgers also has multiple bike and walking paths that run throughout all the campuses. You can find a map of all the paths at rudocs.rutgers.edu/bikewalk. Most facilities are open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. until 11:30 p.m. Weekend hours vary, but you can find out more information about the facilities and their hours at recreation.rutgers.edu.
Well, Rutgers, that will do it for today's episode.
For more events happening this week, you can go to getinvolved.rutgers.edu or ruevents.rutgers.edu.
Follow us on social media by searching RU Network, and follow us on Twitter by searching @WakeUpRutgers. We love hearing from you.
Thanks again for tuning in, and to Mark for joining us. I'm Jake Ostroff.
And I'm Cassandra Sheese. Hope you have a great day, and we'll see you next week.
The Seeing Eye Puppy Club is a student-run organization that raises puppies for the Seeing Eye Incorporated. The Seeing Eye Incorporated is a national nonprofit organization that dedicates its time to giving blind individuals more independence through the